I have been very much looking forward to seeing how Trey Parker and Matt Stone handle the 24th season of South Park. Of course, this is in relation to current world events, the elephant in the room being COVID-19 as the main topic for a season-long story structure. And already from a 30-second teaser trailer, I can tell this is going to be special. Or as Randy has already stated, a pandemic special.
A pandemic special!
I was surprised to see that we are getting a 1 hour long extended episode for the season 24 premiere, which easily makes up for practically a year's worth of missed opportunities for typical South Park satire and humour. The usage of an extended episode is definitely an interesting break away from the usual formula, and is likely an extended episode due to how many insane ideas must have been pitched for the 24th season. 2020 may have been a shit year, but the inspiration for humorous material to work with must have been off the scale for a show of South Park's caliber. South Park is well known for its satirical look at the modern world, and in comparison to other animated shows, is able to retain its relevancy due to a very quick production turnaround of each individual episode. Within the past 5 to 6 years, the show has heavily focused on a serialized linear structure for its episodes, taking itself away from the classic reset episode structure. Already the hyperbolic reactions to social interaction, attending public gatherings such as simply going to school, and the excessive mediation and misguided points of view on mask wearing as an example, and other attempts to combat the spread of germs are prime targets for comedic shots. Hoarding toilet paper and cleaning supplies, not wearing masks correctly, social distancing, breaking the rules, the consequences for breaking the rules, using Corona as a threatening weapon, more political satire about the Chinese government. I am sure this is only scratching the surface for content ideas for season 24 as a whole. It also feels as though we will be seeing a continuation of Randy's Tegrity Farms storyline, with how well the Halloween special turned out, which was honestly one of the funnier episodes from season 23, and now a pandemic special on the cards. Just like the Halloween one, I would imagine this to be yet another special blend of Randy's Tegrity weed. Or perhaps that's just too predictable for the show's liking. And speaking of predictability, I will be extremely surprised if Kenny doesn't die of COVID at least once. The pandemic aside, we also have the 2020 US election to look forward to for even more Mr. Garrison, Donald Trump content. This is something I felt took a huge backseat from season 21 onwards, so bringing it back and revisiting the concept more profoundly in comparison to the treatment it received in season 20 may be an interesting story point. Then again, with how the 2016 election was approached, perhaps the creators will leave this angle alone. They could potentially work something in with Trump's impeachment trial from earlier in the year as an option. And with the South Park police already referenced, I would be very surprised if the Black Lives Matter protests were not at the very least touched upon, considering how many protests have been influenced around the world this year alone. It would honestly be very bizarre if this wasn't mentioned at the very least. Plus we have various callbacks to the previous season to carry forward. The main one that springs to mind is the anti-vaccine storyline with Cartman and his mother. And I also hope we see more streaming related single character arc episodes. Particularly another Butters show is something that I have wanted to see from South Park for a very long time. With this being marketed as the 1 hour special, I did also see a few comments concerned over whether or not this was just a one-off standalone outing for South Park this year, and that it may not necessarily be a full season. Rest assured, South Park is now under contract up until season 26, so unless negotiations have changed, we should expect at the very least the usual 10 episodes with the extension for the premiere as a bonus. Season 24 is set to premiere on Comedy Central on September 30th, and I honestly cannot wait to see what ideas are going to surface. Are you excited for this season? What are you hoping to see? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave me a like, and for more content from myself you can check out my other South Park related videos on the channel. And for even more content, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, DVD Review Studios.
Are you threatening me?